Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to a brand new video over on PrizePicks. I got my 3 favorite plays for you in this video. We're talking World Cup action, man. We got 3 banger games World Cup. I feel like I said this 3 times in a row. This might be the best day of World Cup action we've had so far. But this time, guys, you can't say this is not the best day of World Cup action we've had. We got Brazil versus Japan, Germany against Paraguay, which is decent, but definitely the worst matchup of the day. And then the night game, Netherlands versus Morocco. This is going to be absolute cinema, guys. Netherlands and Morocco are easily both top 10 nations. Brazil, Japan are easily both top 15. Germany, Paraguay, maybe that's another story, but Germany's been super exciting to watch, so I really don't care. I'm locked in for every single one of these games, and I'm sure you guys are as well. And now, let's get into talking about the Discord. The Discord's where I drop in free picks for you guys. That can be esports picks, World Cup picks, a bunch of different stuff over on the Discord. So make sure you guys are locked in there. Like I said before, it's 100% free. So hit the link in the comments, top link in the comments, join up on the Discord. Now, we also got VIP plays. I send out a bunch of VIP plays over on PrizePicks, over on Calcio, over on Rebet, ton of different stuff, man. If you are not on the VIP yet, the easiest way you can join up is over on the Winnable. You can lock in on the Winnable. It's winnable.com/bam. You just hop on the VIP. Super simple. But if you guys want to get on for completely free for the next 2 months, not just 1 month, 2 months, all you got to do is sign up on Rebet using code FFBAM, and I'll get you in on Rebet. We'll help you sign up using code FFBAM, and then you'll get in for 2 free months of VIP. The easiest way you guys can do this is just DM me the word Rebet. 919-307-1980. I'll go ahead and text you guys back. Super simple, super easy. And once you guys sign up with code FFBAM, you're getting 2 months of VIP. Just to envision what that might look like, it's basically July right now. So if we get 2 more months of VIP, you're getting the entirety of July and the entirety of August. And then September time's coming around, you're basically locked in by the time the NFL season kicks around, which is literally our best sport. So it's going to be absolutely elite in the fall. And if you guys want to get your VIP pass all the way up till there, completely covered, use code FFBAM on Rebet, or just DM me the word Rebet to that number and I'll help you guys out. Also, if you're already on the VIP, you can do this too. I'll just extend your pass for another 2 months. Super simple, super easy. Now, we usually talk about the recap, and I will talk about the recap in this video, but a lot of people have been saying they want to have the recap later. They really don't care about the recap. And I'm still going to recap my picks, but I'm going to try something different this time. I'm going to drop the recap at the end of the video. We're going to go through the picks first, and we'll see if you guys like it. Let me know. But let's get right into plays right here. We're starting it off with the Brazil and Japan game, and we're taking Douglas Santos on the under here at 45.5 passes. Now, just going to be really clear. A lot of people never take unders because it's scary. You could lose your bet early. There's a lot of different reasons why people hate taking unders, but they are oftentimes pretty valuable, especially when a lot of people are favoring the over. But in this case, with Douglas Santos, reason we like him on the under, it's simple. The way we take players on passes attempted on the under doesn't really have to do with the player. It has to do with the team. If the entire team of Brazil is getting less possession than expected, Douglas Santos and likely a lot of these Brazilian players will go on the under for their pass attempts. But if we just look at Douglas Santos and zoom in on this one player, he hit the over here against Morocco, and then he hit the under against Haiti and the under against Scotland. Honestly, pretty convincingly. Didn't even get to 40 passes in those last couple games, and now his line is sitting up at 45. Now, the way you can project possession is basically how strong your opponent is. Because if your opponent is significantly stronger than you, they will likely dominate the ball, and you're going to be forced to try to create chances off the counterattack or on set pieces like free kicks and corners. If you are the stronger team, then you will likely dominate the ball, and your opponents will be the ones trying to create chances on the counterattack. This is typically how soccer works, especially when one team is significantly better than the other. In this case, Brazil are the favorites, but I think Japan are being criminally slept on. Brazil have played a lot of easy competition. Morocco in that first game looked nothing like Morocco are right now. So I think that game doesn't really factor in my brain at all when looking at these plays. Japan, on the other hand, have been absolutely battle-tested going through their group. It is ridiculous the amount of competition that Japan has faced going into this. I know they've only played 3 games so far, but Netherlands and Sweden have both been absolutely banger games, and then they got one very easy game against Tunisia, who might be one of the worst teams in the World Cup. But point being, Japan like to control the ball. They like to keep possession, and they have done that in these 2 games. Going up against Sweden, they got 51% possession, Sweden got 49%, so pretty 50-50. Going up against Netherlands, obviously Netherlands are the better team, so they're likely going to dominate possession, but they only got 60% to Japan's 40%. They still played Netherlands very, very close on that front. Brazil, on the other hand, don't really care if they dominate possession very much. Obviously, they do like to have the ball, but they strike super hard on the counterattack. So they honestly sometimes appreciate if the opponents have possession, they can lull them in a little bit and then strike them on the counterattack because Brazil's wingers are basically the fastest players in the tournament. Obviously, excluding France, they look ridiculous. But point B, I do like the under here for Douglas Santos. Additionally, he has actually been subbed out in one of these games, which is golden. When you're looking at a player under on their passes, them getting subbed out is basically, it's a free winner, right? He's only going to play, if he only plays like 80 minutes or 70 minutes instead of 90 minutes, this is just a free under, right? It's not always going to hit, but if he gets subbed out, it's a very, very good look on the under. If this game goes into a longer, game, extra time, I think Douglas Santos could be one of the first guys getting subbed out. He's strong, but he's definitely not elite like some of these other Brazilian players are. And I think a little bit of a change right there, especially if Japan go up, he'd probably be the first defender to get sent out in favor of a midfielder or even an attacker as Brazil try to change their system to more attacking football, soccer. Now, this one right here, first play of the day for the 1 p.m. game. And we're going to move on to the next one right here, which is going to be the Germany versus Paraguay game. Absolutely love this game too. I know Germany are, the clear and heavy favorites in this one. And I think they probably will win pretty convincingly, maybe even by 2 or 3 goals. But I don't think people should sleep on Paraguay. Like, I was telling you guys that they're actually pretty solid. They're one of the better teams in this event. And people were saying, no, there's no way they're going to get last place. They're going to end up getting last place. Paraguay actually did end up cooking. Unfortunately, they get a rough draw here. Germany are very, very solid. And we're going to go over and take Orlando Gil right here as our pick for this game. So Orlando Gil, we're locking him in on the over on goalie saves. At 4 goalie saves, the reason we like this one on the over is very, very simple. Germany have been peppering the net so much for all their games. I can show you guys what's been happening with Germany. It is absolutely insane the way these guys just literally just suffocate you, dominate the possession, and shoot a lot of shots on target, honestly. This game is one I would be very careful when looking at because, guys, you might think, wait a minute now, Germany are losing to Ecuador. Germany are losing to a 3rd place team. We're in Ecuador who drew Curacao, right? Germany are not playing very well right now. Calm down. Germany did not need to win this game. They actually were first place, whether they won, lost, or drew. There was no reason for them to especially try hard and win this game. They don't care, right? It literally had nothing to do with them. Just like how you hear people saying, USA meant to lose, or USA didn't really care. USA played their B team. That's why they lost to Turkey. It's the exact same thing for Germany. Literally the exact same thing. So watch out when looking at this game. But if we look at the other games, right, this was a super close game. Comeback against Ivory Coast. They had 7 shots on target and 16 shots in dominated possession. This one against Curacao, obviously 26 shots, 11 on target, and 65% possession. This is going up against a significantly inferior team. But I think Paraguay are kind of in between Curacao and Ivory Coast. They're not as good as Ivory Coast, definitely, but they're not as bad as Curacao, I'd say. Paraguay are a pretty solid team. I expect Germany to get quite a few shots on goal, and a few of them should be savable for sure. And especially if Paraguay keep this one close, I think a lot of shots will be fired on. Imagine if it's 0-0 going in half prime, right? Germany are going to come out there and really try to test Gil, shoot as many on target as possible. So I do like this one on the over here for Orlando Gil. Obviously, when you are the team that is the underdog, your goalie saves are going to be a higher total than the opposing team's goalie saves because Paraguay are going to generate less chances than Germany are, right? Simple stuff there. Now, getting into the last PrizePicks play of the day. Before we get into the last PrizePicks play of the day, I just want to say this real quick. We got the rebet play of the year, right? And if you guys lock it on rebet, you're going to get $100 purchase match, right? So you put in $20, you start off with $40. You put in $50 of your own, they're giving you $100 to start off. If you put in $100 of your own, which is what I recommend because you're maxing it out. If you put in $100 of your own, you're getting $200 to start off with. And if you guys want to start off pick with me right here, first off, you can get all the plays on the VIP. But if you want one right now, lock in Netherlands to qualify, bro. Netherlands versus Morocco. We're locking this one in. Minus 172, minus 170 play. I still absolutely love it, bro. It's not going to be a long shot demon play or whatever the heck you want to call it. This is just a simple play. Netherlands to advance. So this means they could win in extra time. This means they could win regular time. This means they could win on penalties. We don't care. As long as Netherlands make it from the round of 32 to the round of 16, we will green out this play. Absolutely love this one. So make sure you guys lock in Netherlands right over here. But yeah, getting back over to the PrizePicks lay, we love Netherlands to advance over here. Getting back over to the PrizePicks lay, we're taking Frankie de Jong on the over at 58.5 pass attempts, man. I love this pick. Frankie de Jong to control possession. Like I said with Douglas Santos, it's not about the player more so than it's about the team. If Netherlands controls possession in this one, Frankie de Jong will hit the over, right? And one thing you're looking at a lot when it comes to controlling possession is not only the way the teams will play, but also just straight up the midfield. If one team is pressing more and one team's midfield is stronger than the other team's midfield, that team that has a stronger midfield will likely get more possession because they'll likely be able to win the ball back when it's kind of in 50-50 duel, when it's kind of in, just passing around the mid instead of just at the very back. Because obviously they pass around the back a decent amount and then they try to work it up through the mid. If your midfield is extremely strong, you will likely win possession back before it even gets to into your own, defensive third, before it gets into its scoring chance. So all that being said, I love Frankie de Jong here on the over. He has hit this in 2 out of the 3 games. The only time he did not hit was against Sweden. And if we look at how that game went, I'll show you guys right here how the Netherlands have been playing here. Sweden was not a very difficult game for them. They went for 52% possession, 48% possession in favor of Sweden. And this was, honestly, the scoreline doesn't reflect how close this game was. Sweden played well, but the problem was it was never close. Like within 5 minutes, within 20 minutes, Netherlands were up 2-0, right? It was easy. By that point, they kind of pulled their foot off the gas a little bit, and they didn't need to high press and dominate possession. Sweden were kind of beating themselves at that point. So very, very good spot here for de Jong. And he also did get subbed out in this game at 59 minutes. It's pretty insane, by the way. He got 53 passes in literally 60 minutes. Like, he didn't even play the full game, not even close to the full game, and he got 53 passes. This is one important thing. When it comes down to a knockout stage game, right? This game, when he got subbed out, right? What was it, 60th minute? They were already up by literally 4-0 or 4-1, I guess. That's when he got subbed out. This game against Morocco will be closer. This game against Morocco is a winner-go-home game. This game against Morocco is one where he will likely play the entire 90 minutes. He's one of their best players. Obviously, he plays for Barcelona, is super impactful in the midfield, especially when it turns from turning defense into offense, being one of the creators, one of the maestros of the midfield. So I don't see a world where the Netherlands manager just pulls him out 70 minutes in saying, now you're tired. No, that's not what's going to happen here. In a winner-go-home game, if it's close and it's down the line, de Jong will probably continue to play later in that game. So I do like this one a ton on the over. Now, these are the 3 PrizePicks plays. That's all I got for this one. If you guys want to lock in these 3 picks, bro, and you want the link to tail, I'm dropping in the link to just copy and paste all these ones super quick, super easy. You don't got to go and look for them. If you just want the link to tail them, it'll be over in the Discord, right on the YouTube picks tab. So I'm dropping the YouTube play. I'm dropping a link as well to tail it. So if you guys want to lock in over there, super easy, super simple, go over and do that. And now, for those of you guys who are still here, we're going to run through a quick 1 or 2 minute recap of the day before, because I always want to recap my plays, win, loss, draw, completely consistent. Now, over on the World Cup Challenge, I sent out one play, which was South Africa on the money line or to advance. This was obviously a long shot play. It was like $50 to pay, I think 200 something. So it was super long shot. And actually, I felt really good about it. South Africa 100% played the better game there. They dominated possession. They had a lot of good chances. And it looked like it was going to go in extra time, which it felt like it could have. They could have won in extra time. But Canada ended up scoring with literally like 3 minutes left. Fair play. We lost a 2-unit play. Not a big deal at all. We literally won like 9 units the day before. So 2 units. It was a lower confidence pick, but low risk, high reward. We ended up missing it. No biggie. Now, over on the free picks, Ronald Williams got the job done and then some. Bro literally doubled his line and then some. Over here, 85 passes is absolutely ridiculous. Like we said, it was going to happen. Everything that we said was going to happen did happen. Here, we got super unlucky. I'm just going to say it straight up. This MLBR team was losing by like 3, 4, 5 rounds. Patins de Ferrari wrote it on 12. They just needed to close it out. They couldn't close it out. And as a result, these guys both literally go over by 2 kills each. 2 kills each. Super unfortunate. But look at what happened there. It was perfectly correlated. They were literally both 2 kills over their lines, meaning that these guys were moving at the exact same line, meaning that we either could have hit them on the under together or on the over together, and we would have cashed out both ways, right? In this case, we had them on the under together and they did go on the over together. So it is what it is. Unfortunate pick over there, but it is what it is, guys. A lot of times with these plays, when you're taking correlated duos, you're going to get paid out more for the wins than the losses, right? You're going to get paid out a good amount more, and it's going to clean up. 1 win will clean up like 3 or 4 losses. So it's completely chill to lose a few plays in a row. Now, over on the PrizePicks side, good news first. We came out of the day with 2 setups. One right here with Kimmich and Ta. One right here with Van Dijk and de Jong. You guys will notice both of these plays are actually things that I recommended in this YouTube video, right? I said Germany was going to control possession. I said Netherlands was going to control possession. So hopefully both of those things happen. We will green out both of these slips if that does. Now, to get into what's happening over on PrizePicks, guys, we're honestly just getting super unlucky. I hate saying that, but we ridiculously, it's just that's what's happening, right? Sib was the only guy on his team to go on the over. Joe hit on the under. Estrio, everybody hit on the under, or not Estrio, everybody hit on the under for this team. Literally everybody hit on the under except for Sib, and then we greened out this 2 right here. Here, this one, not that close, honestly. Not that close. Over here, Eberhard, everybody hit on the over for Ottawa. Literally every wide receiver hit on the over except the one guy we took. What can you say, man? What can you say? It is what it is, man. At the end of the day, and there's also another hook here. We took him to get 5 headshots. He only gets 4 in a super long game, too. All these plays were becoming very, very close to hitting these 4-mans, and we genuinely just can't get one. It's unlucky, man. It sucks losing. It absolutely sucks. But these are data-driven methods. PrizePicks is paying us more than they should for these slips. So over the long run, we will win long term. And it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt taking 4-man plays after 4-man plays after 4-man plays after 4-man plays and losing every single one. That's why we got a VIP chat so you guys can talk about this stuff. That's why we got a VIP chat so we can continue to encourage each other and understand that this stuff actually works. And then when we win, we can all be super hyped in the chat instead of not even having a chat at all. So we'll see what it is. We'll see how it goes. If Monday is big for us, we'll come out already with two greens. And then these, 4 losses right here, wouldn't even feel them because this is a 9x cash. I think this is a 8.5x cash or maybe something else like that. Basically 2 9x cashes here, which means that's 18 units brought back in the bank if both of those end up hitting. And these are 4 units that we end up losing. So you guys can see 2 plays can make up for, or even just 1 play can make up for so many losses. It is ridiculous. But yeah, that's all I got for this one. Let me know if you guys are still watching this. Let me know if you appreciate the recap at the end instead of the beginning, something different I'm trying out. But yeah, that's all I got. I appreciate y'all watching the video. And let's make some money on the World Cup on Monday.